Hello, Flosstube.
Greetings.
I'm Laura.
I'm Joe.
Welcome to the Slovak Farm.
This is the farm where we grow cross-stitch.
One stitch at a time. Today is Monday, November 24th. It is Thanksgiving week here in the United States. And I have the hiccups. Here then. It is another Monday. How was everybody's week last week? Ours was...
Not bad, just...
Well, with the exception of Monday.
They heard about that last week.
Yeah, so with the exception of Monday, your week was good.
Behind the eight ball, but getting through it.
Okay. Mine
Work's
was
busy, but... This one redefines busy.
I was busy last week. Community meal was Thursday.
At least we only have to do this today.
This is true. We have no CIA today because it's off for Thanksgiving week. So
Yeah, I'm glad they only do it 3 weeks out of the month.
yeah, it gives us a little break. So how was everybody's week? Everybody else's week? Let us know. It was kind of an uneventful week. I mean, I had stuff to do, but it was kind of an uneventful week. There was nothing spectacularly crazy. Saturday we had Stitch Day with EGA, and that was a good time.
Sunday, I heard somebody actively get themselves canned at a pizzeria.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm sitting there, and the lady's going to get my order, and all I hear is bang, bang, bang. And one of the two people who I think is like, if they're not in charge, they kind of have the seniority to be. And they're like, stop slamming things. And literally, this guy was like, I'm stacking pants. What do you effing want me to do? Bang, bang, bang. And it's like, the old lady, who I think is either the manager or the owner, comes out and goes, well, 5th time's the charm. I'm not dealing with him anymore. Young people are just too angry.
Some of them are, yes.
That guy needed help.
Well, yes.
Like, you don't, if you're working a customer service job, don't, like, even I manage not to be loud.
Well, yeah, there just doesn't need to be.
And definitely don't go dropping the F-bomb.
Yeah.
PSA, if you're in customer service, do not use language that can offend your customers. It's you or your boss's source of income.
Yeah.
You don't stand a chance.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
I mean, if it slips out and it's not being rude, whatever. But if you literally sit there, rant, and start cussing off because you're mad, yeah, no.
Wow. There you go. So, and somebody's going to ask. Yes, I made it. With a DTF from Craft Adhesive Place. This is like literally the most comfortable sweatshirt. And yes, I am cold.
I will say this. Laura accidentally got 2 of something, and my response was, we get matching shirts.
We'll do matching shirts. We're going to do matching shirts. I'll get those made.
You think we
My
have them ready
Thanksgiving...
by next...
It depends on when your sweatshirt comes in. We're waiting on...
Oh, the t-shirts.
Yes, and I'm going to do it when your sweatshirt gets in so that I do it all at once. My Thanksgiving shirt is in the washer, which I will wear on Thursday for Thanksgiving. I could get away with wearing it whenever. I will attempt to remember to get a picture of it so you guys can see it.
I thought your deviled egg one was for Thanksgiving.
That's what's in the washer!
Okay. And Christmas. And the 4th of
Easter.
July.
And the 4th of July. Pretty much you put double eggs in front of me and... I know I'm not the only one.
And this poor thing married a guy who can't eat them.
You just don't like them. You don't like them.
Not at all.
Okay. Well, why don't we shout out our commenters?
And Bridget. Teresa.
Thank you so much for commenting, and I just realized what time it is. I'm going to go put the chicken in the oven. I'll be right back. Whips!
Okay, I got stitching day, got a little bit done. Dragonflight by dailycrossstitch.com. It's a simple pattern. Comment below if you ever got about this far into a pattern when I hate this floss and decided to just change the color completely.
Which is what he did, because he started this in gold, and now he's doing it in blue.
In less time, I got more stitching done. Because turns out, cotton floss is a heck of a lot easier to work with than somewhere around the dawn of time gold. I'm wondering, honestly, like, actually it makes sense that maybe the metallics have a shelf life because of the ingredients don't age well.
Well, they do. Metallics are just, they're difficult to stitch with.
Yeah, well, this was extra difficult, so I said extra bye-bye.
You said extra bye-bye. Oh.
And I got 3 lines further than I was before, and somebody helped me frog all of it.
Yes, I did help you frog it.
Ribbit.
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 Okay.
Ribbit
What was last week? I don't remember. Oh, it was Write Your Own week. Write Your Own Prompts week. So I started with the Sal, with my Star Touch Metal April block. And I got 334 stitches on it. I think it was mostly the green.
Okay, let me know when it's good.
Those John Deere colors. Okay, we're good. Good, those John Deere colors. This is on 16 count white, Ada, because it's going to get fully covered, so it doesn't need to be fancy fabric.
Actually, I think it is an act. If it's all you got, but in all honesty, why pay the extra money for dyed for full coverage? Are there people that actually do that?
Yes, there are.
Is it a finishing thing?
I don't know. I don't really know. I'm missing something. Hold, please. Okay, well that was aggravating. I forgot. From the Halloween pop-up, I got free passes. So one of those passes was a half off pass. So I used that for Female Geisha Red for the prompt that I missed the previous week. The 400 week prompt. I used that to only do 200 stitches on her. So I did 200 more stitches on her. This is just the printed fabric that came with the kit. And I just filled in more of that pink in the middle. Just kind of hoping I might get it done sooner rather than later. But she's on the list for possible contenders for December Dash. Which... when is the 1st of December?
Monday.
So technically, we would probably need to pick my first December Dash project out today so that I can stitch on it Monday while you're at work. Okay.
I already know what I want you to do first.
Sure. Moving along. Okay. So, Write Your Own week. We wrote a whole bunch of prompts about being frustrated. And we geared them towards this lovely mystery stamped project that I have no cover photo of, that I have spent more time than I would like to admit trying to find a cover photo of. I can't find it.
And its name is so dang generic, and it translates different ways.
Right. I call it Hobbit Hole. I'm not entirely certain it's a Hobbit Hole, but... So I didn't even count stitches, I'm not gonna lie. I did 8 hours of stitching on this, probably a little bit more, and just counted it at 800 stitches. So I did this corner here, you know, as you can see, all of this up here, and then down here. This down here was stitched by my friend Laura King. This sucker's a behemoth. So it was easiest to, it is going to be easiest to not really stress about counting this one and go with, I've been working on it for an hour and yeah, I've probably gotten 100 stitches. Maybe it's going to be more, maybe it's going to be a little less. It all rounds out in the end. It's just how I feel. And there's certain sections where I'm going to be able to get a pretty close estimate to stitch count because of the way the color blocks work. So, and then because of the free passes, because of the passes from the pop-up, I actually only had to do 100 more stitches on my monthly. The 2 prompts I had left, one of them was covered by a freebie pass from the pop-up, and then I still had my stitch discount pass from completing last month's monthly. So I only had to do 100 stitches on my stocking. I did more than 100 stitches on my stocking. Do I have the cover photo?
It's over on the couch.
It doesn't matter, because it's done. So.
Done?
It is done. So the stocking is done. So both stockings will be passed off to my aunt at Christmas for her to find somebody to finish them. I did 1,206 stitches on this to finish it up. And in case you're wondering, that was all in the toe. This is on 28 count even weave. What I stitched was in the toe. I finished the trunk on this tree, did these 2 trees, that tree, and the snow around it.
Woo!
So, it is off the plate.
Now I have to think of something to do for Dash to the finish.
I have a list of candidates.
That was actually that was what I was going to do. Because I knew getting it done sooner rather than later would make you happy.
Yes, getting it done makes me very happy. That was my stitching for the week. Haul. I do have haul. I forgot to show you guys one thing last week from EGA meeting. I got something from EGA Stitch Day, and then the last 3 Laura King stamped projects I need to show you today because the box that they're in was sitting where the Christmas tree goes, and that's got to go because the Christmas tree's going up on Friday. Because Thanksgiving is Thursday, and we put our Christmas tree up after Thanksgiving. So, what I forgot to show you from EGA was a booklet on crocheted dishcloths. I pretty much have the one dishcloth pattern that I use memorized, but some of these are really cute and would make lovely gifts. Or just, different stitches. So here's the back with some of the pictures.
You know what I would do, because I am a chaos fiend and I know it would irritate you if I could.
What?
Thankfully, I can't crochet.
What?
I would do a bath towel with one of the dish towel ones just to irritate you, going, "Hey, hon, here's your dish towel."
I did do a long, hand towel with my dish towel cloth pattern. In case you were wondering, because you can tell this is vintage, right? 1991. It's vintage. And then Saturday, one of the EGA gals brought in some more stuff that she had been cleaning. And she had this cute little Mill Hill kit. It's a button and beads kit. It is called Soup Bowls. It's got different bowls with words. Bean soup, vegetable soup, chicken soup. How cute is that? Couldn't resist.
Not gonna lie, I want those bowls. IRL.
Right? Alright, let's get into the last 3 of these. Just so that we are all on the same page, I am not going to start any of the ones that are not started until until at least next year.
Maybe get the ones that are half started done first.
Because Laura King liked big projects. She was a full coverage Hade stitcher, so it does not surprise me that the stamp kits that she were really big.
Enormous.
But Laura Reed, not so much. I think this is one that's maybe not started. I don't have a name for it. I don't have a name for it, but I have a cover picture. So we're gonna call it Eagle Lighthouse.
Oh, so you don't want me getting the actual name?
Nope, I don't need the actual name. I'm gonna call it what I want. Eagle Lighthouse. And here is the canvas. Oh, she did get a little bit of it started up in here. So, up in here, that would probably correlate with the eagle wing. Yep. Yes, no? No. No, the eagle's right there. I don't know what this is. But anyways, I can't tell looking at it from here.
Mountains.
So we can put that in the whip pile. Now the advantage to these is, one of the groups I'm in, All the Floss in the Fair, is doing a thing next year. They're calling it a BAP-along. In order for it to be a BAP, in their opinion, it needs to have more than 50,000 stitches on it. There was a little bit of controversy because the number was higher, and finally they decided it wasn't worth the arguing because some Hades were not over 50,000 stitches, and basically that's what they're basing it off of. I fully believe that there are other things that are considered BAPs that are not Hades, but whatever. These...
Why did this call it a Hade-along?
Or a full coverage along. You can submit stuff that is not full coverage as long as it has more than 50,000 stitches on it left to stitch. I may possibly pull out a couple of things and look and see what they have left to stitch, but one of these stamped kits that is already started would work really well for it because A, I can calculate how many stitches are left on it, and I'm kind of leaning towards that theory. This, do we have a picture? No, we don't have a cover photo. We don't have a cover photo, we don't have a name.
Yeah.
Oh wait! We do have a cover photo.
That is small.
We have a cover photo. I don't have a name for it.
I have a perfect name.
What?
Flower Cottage. Those look like flower petals to me.
Purple flower cottage. I think there might be a flower cottage in there already. This is what it looks like.
Wow. Free needle minder.
Purple. What? Oh, I forgot that one had a needle minder on it.
And a needle.
I did get several needles from Laura King, so...
Like, this is kind of, like... Because she was literally in the middle of this one.
Yes, she was. So this is where she got stitched on it. I really like this one, because it's purples.
Okay, here you go.
So that might actually be the hardest contender for the Floss in the Fair BAP-along, because it's...
I don't think it's big enough.
We're going to have to... I'm going to have to do some math.
Because that one's actually the smallest one so far.
Yeah. Now we're about to go to the biggest one. I don't think this is full coverage. I can't remember if this is full coverage, but here's the cover photo. This. Somebody watching this right now is going, it's going to be big. It is called European Town.
Hold that. Keep pulling it that way. So keep going. So they can see the next thing as it goes. Because I'm not done yet. Keep going. There we go. just so y'all know, in half. This is half of it. Where in God's creation are you going to put my entire wingspan?
I have absolutely no idea. Hold, please. Okay. And I would just like to point out, this is what's done. This is what's done. It is.
Do you want this rolled back up or you want it folded?
It rolled.
If somebody tells me this isn't a BAP, I'll go BAP them. Okay, ready? If somebody doesn't think this is a BAP, they're getting BAP'd. Okay. All right. Also, I am 5. I see you. Did you see what I did?
I did. Is 157 stitches tie? Would you like to know how many stitches long it is? Wide it is?
1,000.
900. Of those 157 high, at least 80 of them are in a full coverage area. I'm willing to guarantee there's more than 50,000 stitches left on this sucker. This may probably be my project offering for the BAP along, because I don't really know what I'm going to do with it when I get it done. I have no plans for actually getting it done. Because, my God. There's 72,000 stitches in what? Plus, because that's just 900 by 80. And I know there ain't.
Yeah. Moving along.
This is probably, this and that mystery one are the high contenders for the Bapalong.
No, this one's the contender for Bapalong, if I have to say.
I also...
It made me laugh that hard you have to do it now, and I know exactly where we're putting it.
Okay.
There!
Well...
No, hanging from the brown part.
I got a vacuum up there. There's some cobwebs. Wow.
Okay.
Anyways, scroll. I knew that this one was going to be the reaction one.
No, she doesn't warn me.
I love you.
Love you too.
Yeah. And I have to laugh with this one. The one I worked on last week. When I first pulled it out to work on it, I'm like, there is a lot of this color. Why is there only one thread on there? Well, maybe it just got lost. I'll find a replacement for it. And as I was talking to Beth Ann on Zoom on Friday, because Beth Ann got the bulk of Laura King's, a good portion of Laura King's stash, and I think she got a bulk of the stamped ones. She did send me the bulk of the stamped ones because she knows I just love the stamped kits. And this is how you get Laura, to do a full coverage, is the stamped kit. We have figured this out. It works. I'm like, you know what? I feel like I'm participating with my full coverage friends, even if it's not a Hade. Right?
Hey, Hade. Idea.
So...
I'm not kidding, by the way.
So, she goes, well, there's that thing of extra floss in there. See if that matches it, maybe. Because she kept a couple of them, and she knew that the ones she had, those flosses didn't go with. So I pulled the little Ziploc baggie out, and I went, okay. Well, it definitely doesn't go with anything else I have. And then I'm like, well, most of the numbers match, so that's what we're assuming those go with. I'm glad I did find them, though I was willing to get replacements threads for them. That European Village one, I adore it. I adored it watching Laura working on it. And when Beth Ann pulled it out, she's like, I am sending this to you because I know you want this one. And I think Beth Ann is doing a full cover, a Haid version or a different full coverage company version of it. I have no idea. She's going to tell me if she gets to watch this video. She's doing this thing. So Beth Ann and Carla and a bunch of other people, and I can't remember who started it. I heard about it through Beth Ann. She told me Carla was doing it. Carla, I can't remember Carla's Flosstube name. I'm a horrible friend. But it's called this Flosstube along or something like that, where you set up like a bingo board, and it goes with the floss tubes you watch. I'm one of her floss tubes. I won't tell you what's on her board. She did tell me what's on her board, some of what's on her board for our floss tube. But it's things like they have haul, they have a finish, they have a new start, and there's a few other things you can randomly throw in there that customize with the floss tuber that you watch. If I can find in our message chat the video she sent me, and I may just ask her to send it to me again, one of the videos from somebody that explains it, I will link it. There are some new games coming out for the new year. One of them looks kind of interesting. I don't know if I'm going to do it, so we're going to hold off on talking about it. I mean, I'll talk about it later, once I decide. And we're at 30 minutes, and I kind of want to eat my dinner.
What are the plans?
So, we are on to plans. Do you have plans?
I have plans when it gets here.
Yes.
When is this supposed to be here?
It shipped, I think, on Friday, and delivery is 7 to 20 days.
Then that's not my plans.
It'll get here.
No, I'm like, I was going to try to do it Friday, but I guess not.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Not your fault.
I
I got a thing. Gotta wait for it to get here. Poopy McPoop Schnitzel.
Poopy McPoop Schnitzel.
Okay, so what's going on?
Okay, we will start with Daily 30s week that came out on Friday, which is Tuxedo Cats. Why do we keep going fuzzy? Is Tuxedo Cats. So, first prompt. Stitch on a whip using black or white floss or a combination of both. We're going to skip that one for right now. Stitch on a whip you consider lucky. Stitch on a whip that you think is picture perfect. Stitch on a whip that you can tie to a cartoon, a favorite book, or a Broadway show. Stitch on a whip with something British or a whip that is award-worthy. Those are our 5 prompts. Now, I will like to throw in a little asterisk on this. One of my passes from the pop-up for Halloween was a Whip of Choice pass. So, we have a free pass, meaning I don't have to do that prompt. And we have a Whip of Choice pass, which means I can substitute something that doesn't fit into the prompt.
Which one is Happy Ever After?
It's a little house, and it says happily ever after or happy ever after, and a little picket fence. There's like not a lot to it, actually.
Well, one, that's how almost every cartoon movie I've ever watched ended.
Okay, I'm going to say we can pick that one. I'm going to need a backup because I guarantee you there ain't.
Oh, no, that's just for that prompt.
Okay. Or sometimes books.
Or stories.
I do like to read books that are retellings of fairy tales, and most of them end with a happy ever after.
Okay.
Not all of them.
What are the other ones?
Black or white floss. You consider lucky, picture perfect, or British or award worthy.
Which one is Leave a Kiss again?
That's the long. That's British. Well, I think I can tie that into British because the designer is British. It is the long dog one that's got the verse on it that says "Leave a Kiss."
Oh, is that the one with the dog with the greyhound?
No.
No.
Good Tech is Greyhound, but it's by the same designer.
Oh, I didn't know Long Dog did not Greyhound because most of the stuff is Greyhound.
Actually, most of her stuff is not Greyhound.
Okay, well that's what the name came from. Oh well.
That is what the name came from, but most of her stuff is not Greyhound.
I don't know what the thing it looks like, but yeah, anything we can tie with that one.
I could probably come up with that. I mean,
it's picture perfect because what? I'm sorry, aren't all cross stitches picture perfect?
Yes.
And technically, all cross stitches are lucky.
I mean, pretty much of the four prompts that are left, it would fit in all of these. Award-worthy, picture perfect, consider lucky. The only one it doesn't fit is the black or white floss.
And don't you always have a Skippy?
And I have a Skippy.
Okay, we'll do that. I will say, if there's not a lot left on Porch Welcome,
on Happy Ever After,
kill it with your pick prompt one.
Okay.
With a pick whip of choice.
I think there might be more than 300 left on it, but there's not a lot. So then, since Monday starts December, since next Monday is December 1st, we will not get prompts on Friday. So we kind of have, whatever. I can probably, and I'm done with the monthly, so I can use the free pass and do build a challenge with the free pass. I may do that here and figure something out, because I do have a project I could, because that stamped heart has all white stitches on it, so I can do white. December Dash, we are going to start December Dash starting on Monday. Our choices are Tiny Town Nativity, Happily Ever After, which may or may not be done. I do believe there has to be at least 100 stitches left on the project. I can't remember if it's 100 or 200. I think it's 100. The O Come All Ye Faithful ornament. That's not really an ornament because it's bigger than an ornament from Just Cross Stitch. The Nora Corbett Sunflower Fairy. Female Geisha Red. Lindy Stitches Romping in the Sunflowers. And Mill Hills Gobble Gobble, which is somewhere in this pile.
Okay. One, Happily Ever After.
We're going to start with that.
Oh, I'm going to give you 3, by the way.
Well, we only need, maybe 2.
2? Well, because there's not a lot left on Female Geisha either. I know you. You can kill those 2 in a week.
Well, yes, but we'll have Monday. Monday we'll film the video. I guarantee you I am not going to kill more than one of those before that.
Well, then...
Because Female Geisha, not only do I have to finish the pink... Where's she at? So, not only do I have to finish this pink in here on her, but I have to backstitch. You see there's backstitching on it between the flowers?
Okay, well then the second one's Female Geisha.
So... Alright. That's that. That's plans. And then just some programming notes. Christmas, New Year's week, there will be videos. No, there won't. There will be one video somewhere in there, which is our whip parade, which will get filmed prior to that week. It'll get filmed sometime in the next few weeks before Christmas. And then there will not be a Christmas or there will not be a video Christmas week or New Year's week as far as update video, because plans and life and stuff and things, and I'm not going to try that, y'all. Okay?
I need to say something.
What?
Next week I might be a bit of a zombie. Apologies in advance. We have our every 2-year big audit coming. Also, I might be late.
That's fine.
So, if we might, which means it might be late getting out, because if we film at 8 o'clock at night, I did say we're going to be late. Where she's not going to get it out at a normal time. So, if it's not on time next week, Joe had a very long day.
Even if we get it filmed late on Monday, it would probably get out at some point on Tuesday.
You're also assuming I'm able to form words at that point.
This is true. If it does not come out on Tuesday, you know what happened. At some point, we also need to discuss my submissions for the 2026 yearly in the next week or two. Okay. Maybe we can do that next week. Because I do have to get it submitted before the 22nd of December, I think is what I put on there. Because I'm in charge of the yearly, and it would be really poor form for the person in charge of the yearly to forget to clear her whips.
Okay.
Okay. That's all we have this week. What do we want those people to do?
Please like, comment, subscribe, bell notification thing. Have a great week. Have plenty of turkey. If you're not in the United States, I don't care. Go get some frickin' turkey. Eat some anyway. Turkey is delicious.
Eat some good food. Have a great week, y'all. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for spending some time with us this week. Yes, dear.
And there's no such thing as a diet on Thanksgiving.
There you go. We hope you enjoyed yourself. We hope you were entertained. And we do hope to see you again next week. Thanks, all. Bye.
Bye.